This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Seminoles will kick it away to get this game going. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Hurricanes offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Of course, the Seminoles came in a very motivated team. They were hammered by Miami by 3 touchdowns a year ago in this rivalry game, part of a dismal season overall. So they are hungry to show a much better outfit against their rivals today.
Yeah, absolutely. They really want to put that entire season behind them, and no better example of having an opportunity than in a rivalry game against Miami. Big opportunity to have a springboard win for the Noles.
And a single back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere, be a loss of it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Muscles, legs still churning, won't go down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking right, this one caught. And tackled there by the defense.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Gonna run it. It's Davis. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're into that goal-to-goal situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A horrible field position to start the drive, Kirk, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Florida State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And here comes the veteran running back. He has poured a lot of himself into this program throughout his career, and now the first game of his final season.
Yeah, what a great career he's had. Still another year in front of him. It all gets started today. A lot of wear and tear, but this guy seems to be in the best shape of his career. Can't wait to see what he can do.
Not able to connect, incomplete. Just seeing the Seminoles and Hurricanes together on the field, Kirk, brings back so many memories. For decades, this rivalry, extra intense, but also meaningful. It's been so often a springboard to a championship season.
Chris, throughout the 80s and 90s, I think Miami-Florida State was the greatest rivalry in college football. So many great individual players. One of my favorite early memories on College Game Day when I joined the set was in 2000 when Chris Weinke went up against Ken Dorsey and the Miami Hurricanes. One of the great games at the Orange Bowl. Dorsey ends up hitting Jeremy Shockey for a tight end late. Man, so many great memories in this rivalry.
Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. He has first down yardage at the 46. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
He decides to keep it here. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Seminoles will have to kick this away. First punt of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Using his legs, it's Hicks. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Handoff to the single back. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Point after, up and good.
Miami, 14, Florida State, 0.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw, bringing pressure. Looking deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
The Noles will line up to punt it away, and he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. So they'll spot the ball near the 15-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On the run here, lets it go. With the catch, it's Davis. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Handoff to the back. As the first down is still going. What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the first down before they stop him.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Powerful running here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Offense facing second and goal. Catch made on the left side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's third and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Florida State, 0.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. The Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Oh, my gosh, did he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him.
Now here he goes. At midfield. Past the 40. Past the 20. The 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
My, oh my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28, Florida State, 0.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
QB keeps it himself. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Short throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They stop him, but it's a first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
this is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to convert again on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 2. And now they run the draw play. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And the Noles bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 19 on to kick it away.
No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Catch made on the left side. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. The Canes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Headed for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it's stalled, looking to reach the end zone this possession. Now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. They try to sneak it for the 1st. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And the Seminoles will line up to boot it away. Already punted 5 times now today. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's got it with room to run. What a stiff arm. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
He's got a man down the middle. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
They bring them down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just ring.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. They finish off the scoring drive. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Miami, 42. Florida State, 0.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. There's the handoff. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense in hurry-up mode. Second down, looking to throw it. Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass caught.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it again. Pass rush closing in. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Man, some real toughness on display here by the quarterback. Being able to focus with that kind of pressure coming right at him.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, as you know, this first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something that they can build off when they get back out there after halftime.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. It looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, they are not letting up from targeting this stud receiver. He has absolutely got to be driving this defense mad, and they nearly got another big one there.
And it's hauled in way downfield. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. The other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Motion now from the tight end. He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Brings up second down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Knowles and Canes.
The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Fuller. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get it down, but a big play for 46.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
He's got room to run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The Seminoles will have to kick it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
It's a toss play to the right. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Canes. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the extra point was up and good.
Florida State, 7.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks an open space. He's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Receiver in motion now. An inside give now from the shotgun. The ball is loose. Ball scooped up by the defense. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Hurricanes. A huge defensive score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Florida State, 7.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Any safety loves a good opportunity to hunt for picks. And as this game wears on, they get one here. This quarterback needs to do a much better job of being able to read this secondary and being more careful with the football.
They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Ball handed off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a quick grab. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Caught by the receiver, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Miami, 70. Florida State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just in 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They'll try the ground game here. Breaks free. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. And the Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Fuller. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And the Seminoles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. So a field goal attempt coming up now. He made it. 3 points on the board. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense. Eventually just goes to the check down for the running back. Moves the chains and keeps this drive going.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
77, Florida State, 10.
You thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards. Makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fuller. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But we stopped short of the 1st down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. A deep shot to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a... to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. In the clear at the 25. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has when you get him into the open... We know how dangerous he is, but it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Single back takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Knowles will send the punt team onto the field. Fair catch made at the 10. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. Ball handed off. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run.
It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. The defender caught grabbing the jersey, and it'll cost them. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Quarterback keeps the football. First down and more. He's still running. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Crucial third down play right here. Gives it to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
So second down after the incompletion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Florida State, 17.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Some strong run. There makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Seminoles will line up to kick it away.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. They pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
First down here for this offense. Chewing clock with the running game. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Canes.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. There's contact on the throw.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
It'll be down near the 5-yard line.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Quick throw caught over the middle.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Toss play to the outside. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Bring the pressure and down he goes.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Delivers quickly to the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Noles will have to punt this one away. And the coverage team downs the ball right there.
Well, an ideal punt, and it leads to the term complementary football, because them doing this puts their defense in a great spot, and it gives them a chance, if they're going to get aggressive, to try to get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts the defense in a position of strength.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry out. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. The Hurricanes have first and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Game is clearly wrapped up, but the offense looking to rub it in here in the final minute. And he drops back in the gun. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Miami.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they couldn't use that. This football game was still in doubt. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. And now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.